Hey!
Hello, thank you for watching. That was it for today. Bye
Yeah,
bye.
Yeah, that was the easiest live stream ever. No,
Yeah,
just kidding.
if that was true. So,
If only.
finally, I see people already in chat. Finally.
Yeah, you've been waiting for this for a long time, I think.
Yeah, we had already some posts on Facebook and then people reacted. When are you going to launch that? When are you going to launch that? I mean, it's coming. I have here a paper. It says it's already on the shelf in Taiwan and in the US. Japan and Indo-Pacific, it will be end of May. And Europe plus Latin America will be the beginning of July. So some people still have to wait a little bit.
Yeah.
But we have it here. And we're going to build a nice PC with it. Well, at least we're going to try because
Eric is going to try. Yeah.
We already had our struggles, right, Peter?
Let's not mention that, right? Let's not ever speak of that again.
Let's just say that we prepared this morning, and I asked Peter to do a small thing, and then
small disassembly.
Yeah, and then
let's just say butterfingers. That's
almost no stream today anymore.
Yeah. It was very close to having to cancel the stream.
Yeah. So today we also have a giveaway. Rainbow Six Extraction, yes. I think it's called, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So it's a nice game, but yeah, at home I don't play it. No time. We're going to give away some keys. If you want to join, go to msi.com/2/insider, or if you're on YouTube and Twitch or Spambot. Peter, is it working?
Let's see. I don't see it yet.
You didn't check that?
No.
Oh my God! I thought you said I'm going to check if everything works.
Yeah, everything. Almost everything.
Okay, maybe otherwise ask Michiel. No, from this chat it will not work.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe ask Michiel on Skype if he can double check and fix it. Anyway, participate in Gleam and hopefully you will be the lucky winner. So, today, you already see all the products here. We have 4 products and it's called Evangelion E project. I hope I pronounced it correctly.
Yeah.
It's linked to the how do you call it?
Anime series.
Yeah. It's a different project for esport. EVA E project, Evangelion E project. It's called. Yeah. And we have 4 products with this. We're going to build a PC with it. So we have the Gungnir 110R. This one over here, the case.
Yes.
We have over here the Core Liquid C240. MSI Core Liquid C240. Over here we have the A660BN power supply. And over here, hidden away, we have the MSI B660 Tomahawk EVA E project, I should call it.
It says it on all the boxes, yeah.
Yeah, indeed, completely. So I don't know. We're going to build a PC with it.
Yes.
We're going to use the 3070 Ti with it. Oh, sorry, 3060 Ti with it.
Because it's more esports focused, so no need to go up higher than that.
Yeah, we have 8 GB kit, so that's it should be 2 times 8. Okay, 2 times 8. What is it?
DDR5.
Yeah, Fury Beast. No, I'm confused. The packing is from. It's not the packing.
Oh,
that's why I'm confused. Let me check. Anyway, we will see later. Indeed. Kingston, Fury Beast, DDR5. We're going to use that. Don't use that anymore.
We have an overview of specs that's coming up in the
indeed
in the bottom soon.
And we have one of the Spatium M480.
Yes.
But this one's with heatsink. We're not going to use the heatsink for this one because this one has a heatsink on the mainboard. I also have some other stuff here. Not sure if I'm going to use it. Some RGB strips.
If we have time.
Sorry?
Yeah, if we have time.
Yeah, if we have time and if I get it working.
Yes.
And Lee 24-pin power cable. Quite nice.
RGB.
And I also found this. Not sure if you remember. It's called the Atlas Mystic ARGB. It's for supporting your VGA card. It gives you also some nice effects.
I think there might be a VGA support included in the 3060 Ti box, but obviously it doesn't include any RGB.
No, and today it's also a little bit about RGB. Not really RGB, but more like purple and green. And as you noticed, we have a green screen. Well, you probably didn't notice, but you know, guys.
You are going to notice during this stream.
Yeah, because some of the elements, like here on the box, it's green, and it's also the fence is green. So we will have to deal with it. Same like with the video logo over here.
Yep.
This part, it's
the badge. It's always that
Nothing we can do. Well, we can use a blue screen, but
it's a magic effect.
what's the fun
Looks
in that?
nice.
Any questions in the chat?
Wait, we can buy right now? Depending on where you live.
Yes,
maybe.
in Taiwan and USA, it's available in the stores.
Yeah.
Good morning from Texas.
Yes. Oh, cool. Joining from Texas. Quite early there, should be.
8 p.m.
India.
I guess. Oh, sorry, p.m. a.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't watched any of the new movies. Yeah.
Maybe we first go to the slides.
Yeah, sure. Just confirming, July release for Europe? Did you mention
Yes, so
July
in Europe
June?
indeed, it will be available in the beginning of July, and for what I know now, it will only be available in France, Germany and Poland in the MSI stores. So it will not be available in the channel via your normal favorite retailer or e-tailer.
Right.
And don't kill the messenger, I really don't know...
all the details.
Yeah, I don't know the details, I don't know why, etc. So Peter, maybe we can go to the slides, because yeah, you all know last week Ja left.
Yes,
So,
unfortunately.
still want to repeat this. And I already got some, how do you say that in English?
Interesting applicants.
Yeah, applicants indeed, applications in. So we're going through them. We're really picky, so don't be insulted if you don't get invited. Also, don't be confused. We don't do the whole day live streams. Only a few hours per week, and the rest we have a lot of other projects we're working on. All behind the scenes, all to support new product launches and product materials. So it's product marketing in the end.
Yes.
I think you already saw it 2 times. The things we're talking about, really important. Passionate about computer hardware and gaming, because if you don't mind if you're working with hardware or with cars, then you better go do cars. Now it's a really dynamic and fast-moving business. Things are ever changing, and you need to be able to keep up with that. And if you need to during office hour open a website to check your check what's the news, then you're already behind. And like what I said, it's the goal is to replace Ja. That will be very difficult. He left his shoes. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So,
I mentioned it to you because he always had like a pair of spare shoes behind
so we can
beneath
say
his desk.
you can fill Ja his shoes, literally.
Literally, yeah, exactly.
Indeed.
Yeah. So we can bring him to any interview you have, and then you can. It's like Cinderella, I guess.
Yeah. Mexico, USA release date. So USA is already on the shelf. Mexico, I consider that of Latin America, and that will be end of May.
Yeah.
Sorry, end of May. And that probably all has to do with the sea shipments, I would say.
Logistics, yeah.
Yeah.
And at the moment, that's a bit of a thing with Shanghai being on full lockdown, and you can imagine it's quite a mess when it comes to logistics right now.
Yeah, Magnum Skywolf already somebody who doesn't lose any screws.
Yeah.
He's out, he says.
Yeah. O. Smith was having no UK release at all. Indeed, you mentioned a couple of countries, but I'm not sure if UK was one of them. I can't remember.
No, UK was not one of them. It's let me double check again. France, Germany, and Poland, and I think these are the only countries where we have the store online on the website.
Okay, right, yeah. Okay.
And
so it's
to
our
be
direct
honest,
store. Also for the people who are wondering where can you find, because I saw some people saying, okay, so only in the stores or online too. This is an online store. It's just on the MSI website, so it's a direct sale. It's not through any store or shop. Basically, just on the MSI website.
Yeah, profound knowledge of English. Indeed, you should speak a little bit better English than me. I mean, without
just
accent.
A little bit.
We prefer you live close to Eindhoven because we're working from the office. And actually, Peter, we were working two years from home.
Yes.
Due to COVID, and now we're more in the office, and I really miss the time. It's nice to be back together.
Oh yeah. Yeah, same here. I mean, that's
Fun
the
and
thing,
jokes.
right? It's working from home has its advantages, but usually we were used to always being in the office together, and you kind of you get the news and you get to hear what everybody's working on, and that's really, I think, key to our job as well. That usually we are quite aware of all the business units we're responsible for and working on, and the events and stuff, and launches.
Who put this here? Able to handle Eric.
I don't know.
Why? I asked Michiel, can you send me a slide? And he sent me this.
Yeah, I know. We discussed this last week as well.
I didn't check last week.
I
I was
asked
busy.
Ja, because he was leaving anyway, so fire away. But
Yeah.
I asked him how would you describe how to handle Eric and what that means, and he he didn't really go into big. Or
Well, this may be a good
detail,
description.
But, yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about Evangelion E project.
Yes.
First, we will go over the products, talk a little bit about the specs. Should I unbox it already? Yeah, I'm just going to unbox it.
Really?
Take this away.
Well, then we're going to be switching a lot, but all right.
Sorry?
Then we're going to be switching cameras a lot, but all right.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, getting it out of the way on the desk is okay because it's like, especially the case took up a lot of space, that block.
Can you maybe switch to the detailed cam?
Yeah, you wanna do the rolling of the sleeves?
Yeah, it's needed. It's needed. It's needed. Okay, so this is the webcam a bit angle? Ah, should be fine. Anyway, this is normally green.
Yes,
it's the green screen. So this is the MEG B660 Tomahawk EVA E project. So I'm going to open up the box. In that, of course, we can expect the motherboard. So some Wi-Fi antennas. I will just keep them in the box. There is a note here, but that actually has to do because this is a sample. So that's what we call an editor note.
Right after this live stream, we're going to have to send it off to
Spain. This is actually the only sample in Europe.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And Peter almost made it.
The last
sample in Europe.
Yeah. The last sample to be in Europe.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, it was still here. It just wasn't functional anymore.
Yeah, guys, I think I don't have to go to all the content of the color box. I mean, the normal cable, the batches are there, the manuals,
I mean,
some small screws.
If there's anything that stands out that's themed for the EVA project, that might be worth doing.
Yeah, let's talk about the motherboard itself.
Exactly.
That should be fine.
When can I buy this? We covered that earlier, Pearl. So that depends on the region, but yeah, you can rewatch.
One moment, Peter. Can you maybe adjust the webcam a bit?
How do you mean?
Here, maybe here, because it's maybe.
Oh, you mean the angle?
Yeah.
Angle at angle.
Maybe this is better. Yeah, should be fine. Yeah. So this is a motherboard, B660 chipset, so Intel LGA 1700. Also, well, not also means, but we choose to make it a DDR5 motherboard. Only DDR5 available, one model, one SKU. So let's go over some details. We have 2 PCI Express slots. Today we're going to use only one. We have 2 M.2 slots over here. We're going to use one as well. Chipset cooler, of course, everything really nice, the color scheme. Then let's talk about the I/O panel. Yep. So you see the 2 Wi-Fi connectors. The antennas are in the box, you can connect it, and there is a onboard Wi-Fi chip, so you can, I think, what is this? AX? No, I think this is AC Wi-Fi. Should be based, I can know.
I was going to say, do we need to, you've got the slides, right?
Yeah, but not sure if it mentions. Wi-Fi E, yeah, 6E.
Oh, there you go. So it is AX.
Oh, you're on the left side already.
Even. Yeah, I'm just looking as well. But.
Okay, so over here we have the audio jacks, normal 5 audio jacks with 1 digital out at the bottom. Over here, Michiel always pushing to have this connector on the motherboards. Over here, let me see.
He's a big fan of the digital out?
Yeah, he loves mini ITX boards, and he's always pushing to have this one on board.
Okay.
Type-C connector. So USB Type-C. I don't know the speed, but this is probably 10 or it can also be 20. Let me see, 20. Yeah. So this is 20 gig. So we have USB connectors, LAN, 2.5 gig LAN. Over here we have the display connector, so we have 1 display port and 1 HDMI, and then over here we have USB 2.0 connectors. In this case we make them black just to distinguish them from the red ones, which are the faster ones, which are USB 3.0. Well, 3. What
is it? Gen what?
These are the 5, Peter, is that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So I think that sums it up. You also have the logo over here. Same like the back. I really like this. Case is that? Yeah, I like this.
It's a really nice print on it indeed.
Both PCI Express X16. No, the bottom one is by X4. So it's X16 slot. This one. But if you look closely, and yeah, probably on the webcam you cannot see that, but it's electrically connected by an X4 slot. So this is, for example, for a storage card. I don't think many people still have an audio card at PCI Express, but there are a lot of other devices which fit into that. It can be a streaming capture card. There are several. Most of them are by X1, I believe.
Yeah.
There are several applications you can put in.
And there is a ×1 PCIe below that.
Showing you the back of the motherboard. Yeah. I really like it. We had this idea already, maybe 10 years ago. Not for this project, but just to do some nice printing on the back of the PCB. But then it was at that moment technically they call this a silk screen. The printing. It was very difficult to put that in multiple colors or really big on the PCB, but technology moved forward, and I'm really happy to see that now it's more like a design object.
Yeah, Michiel is already saying as well, coming back to the PCIe lanes as well, B660 cannot do X16 and X16 twice, basically. It doesn't have enough lanes, so
indeed.
That's a chipset limitation indeed.
Yeah, so not sure, let us know if you're still using SATA connectors. For me personally, I switch all to PCI Express, of M.2. Indeed.
Storage.
Storage, yeah. Nowadays it's quite affordable, and just remember, I mean, you really need to be picky which ones need to be fast, because you can either choose to have your boot drive to go for a fast drive, but a smaller one, so you don't pay that much money, and you can have a slower one, which is, for example, for storage, but it's big, where you put on all your games, etc. But you can differ. I mean, you can also put the faster one, you can put your game on, or the game you mostly play, which is that loads a bit faster. But in games, it's not really noticeable. Hopefully in the future, when Microsoft releases direct storage, this will change. But then it's not only for loading, but more, not really booting the game, starting the game, but more loading the levels and the textures while you move through the game. We talked about that a few streams ago.
More like streaming assets.
So here we have 4 of them. We call them the angled connectors, and then over here there are 2 more.
Yeah.
So in total you have 6, and over here you also see the PCB cut out. It is
a lot of people are still saying, you still use SATA. Sticky UK is even saying I still use all 8 SATA ports on my motherboard.
No.
Another 4 from a
my
PCIe.
motherboard, he's saying,
Yeah, and another 4 from a PCIe add-in card. So you've got
maybe
a lot
he's mining this, what is called Shia coin.
I don't know. Could be. Either that, or he has a huge collection of personal media.
Yeah, indeed. And also, again, there are quite large SATA SSDs available, which are quite cheap. So why not?
Even, for a lot of people, they may still use like the old HDD drives that they have. Instead of throwing them away or getting rid of them or something, you might as well just stick them in there.
I hate SSDs. I mean, they use more power, and it's a few watt, but also the spinning up of the drives, the cables, nightmare. They're huge, they're heavy.
Yes.
So.
True.
Yeah. And it's not that I have a lot of storage. I mean, if you really want a lot of storage, you need to go HDD indeed.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? Front, let me look at that. So we have a USB, here we have a Type-C connector. It's not Type-C, but to connect to the front of the case. Here we also have a USB 3.0 connector, slower one. At the bottom, hopefully we're going to use all of them. We have all the small pin headers, so we have some, let me see.
RGB case fans.
These are USB ports. We have some RGB connectors, the J audio. What else? Actually we have here another PCI connector, but.
Yeah, ×1.
Yeah. Anybody using this? I'm interested.
Well, I mean, that would be used for, could it also be used for storage? Or not, is that too
slow, I would say.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's ×1.
It's ×1, yeah.
It's more like if you would do it like an external audio card or something. Anyway.
Yeah, and on top, I can show you that also later. We will talk more about that. We have a lot of pin headers for the liquid cooling. So for the pump header, we have a lot of fan headers over here. Let me see. On the bottom, we have two. We have one over here. Let me. Here. It's very difficult to see.
Yeah.
Above my finger. What else can I talk about? Let me see. The VRM I can talk about. So it's a, let me see, 12, what we call dual rail power system with 60 amp Dr. Moss. So the 3-in-1 chips. So you have a lot of power for this. Let me see which CPU we're using.
I think was it 12400 or
yeah,
something?
12400 indeed, yeah. More than enough power.
Yeah.
Actually, this one can run the top CPU. No problem with that. It
So-
all comes down to cooling.
Yeah, so the specs itself, are they similar or exactly the same as the regular Tomahawk model?
Yes, indeed.
Tomahawk Wi-Fi, I have to say.
Yes, indeed. This is identical. It's more like a different look and feel with the printing on the PCB, on the silk screen, and the heat sinks indeed. Okay, so what I'm going to do already, can
See
you
a lot
see?
of people commenting they love the colors.
I mean,
Yeah.
in the past, maybe you remember a company, I think it was called Soltec, and this is like in the past, I'm working at 20 years, so this could be already 22 years ago maybe.
Old man talking.
Old man talk, no, but it was a mainboard company, Soltec, and I think they had like purple motherboards, and they didn't look like this, but yeah, I mean,
There's
I like
something about
the
it.
color combination, indeed. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, and let me see, Peter, can we use this?
We can try.
We can try.
Let's first try and connect it. Is it up and running? It is. Yeah.
So I'm not going to try to make you seasick.
Oh, that's upside down for us.
How to hold this?
Yes,
Yeah,
there,
okay,
like
like
that.
this. So yeah, sorry, I'm here alone. But the first things what we're going to do.
It froze up.
Yeah,
we've
okay.
been
Yeah,
having
well,
trouble.
you can get it running again, Peter, right?
Yeah, well, if you can try. But indeed, we've been having trouble with.
I think you need to.
I did stop it. See if we can get it running again. And I think you need to restart it on the phone. Could be a connectivity issue as well.
Yeah, I'm there again.
It's not connecting. Crap, this used to work so well.
Well, just means we need to find an alternative. What is the error?
It says it cannot find the IP.
Okay, then I'm going
Connect
to.
failed, please try again, check IP and port.
Yeah, I'm
check
now
network
on
connection.
Wi-Fi again. No, the Wi-Fi is each time kicking me out.
I think that's the issue.
What the?
Yeah, there's something going on with the Wi-Fi on that thing, unfortunately. Actually, not just on that thing. I was also connected earlier and it kept dropping me. So.
Can you try one more time, please?
Sure. Because it usually, if it works, it is... there we go.
Yeah, let's just enjoy it while it lasts.
That was short.
Okay, no problem.
All right,
Just going to...
Well, we're going to work on that, guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah, just going to do a different way around. I have a lot of screwdrivers here. So first thing what we're going to do, I'm going to put the memory in. Because we're going to assemble a PC today, and there are a lot of different ways how to do that, in what order. Well, maybe we should put first the CPU in, you can put first the memory in, it basically doesn't matter. But I always like to assemble the mainboard with CPU, memory and the SSD in advance before you put it into the case. Otherwise, Peter can tell you what happens.
Yeah.
No comments, no comments. So for MSI motherboards, probably you already know, for memory you already need to take the slot, the first slot closest to the CPU. You need to skip one if you want to run dual channel, and then you next one. If you look at these memory slots, at the bottom they have, I don't know how you call this in English, hinges, latches?
Yeah, latches, I think.
Yeah, okay, you have them here, but
Hinges
not...
is what's on a door, so...
Okay, latches. But we don't have them at the bottom. So this also means you can easily take them out.
Clips, maybe, I don't know.
Let me, I always doubt how to put them
Latches. Yeah, so chat saying latches.
Yeah, latches. Okay, so that's one. You skip one. And then I'll first put it in at the bottom.
Snapdoodles.
What?
Like that.
Snapdoodles.
Snapdoodles.
Yeah.
I think
So
it's a nice name for it.
memory is inserted. We don't have any DDR5 RGB memory.
No.
Soon.
Yeah,
Soon.
yeah.
Yeah, cannot talk about it. Still a little bit NDA.
Working on it.
So second thing over here, I'm going to put the SSD in, and we're going to use the M480 Spatium today.
Yes.
This one comes with a heatsink.
2 gig model.
And let me remove. So this one comes with the heatsink.
Yes.
So we have the top heatsink, we have the bottom sledge or heatsink as well, or a backplate, and we have the
Bracket,
SSD itself.
I mean, you call it.
This always comes as an assembly kit because we don't know what kind of motherboard you have. You can choose to use
No, it doesn't
this.
always. You have, for the M480 line, you can choose to buy the SSD with heatsink or without. So this is the M480
this one with
HS.
SSD comes always disassembled.
Yeah, but it does always come disassembled, correct. Yeah, if
Yes.
you buy the heatsink model,
Yes.
it does always come disassembled.
Yes.
So you can choose to use the heatsink or not. But then again, I mean, if you don't want to use the heatsink, then there's no point in buying the version with the heatsink.
It's like a beast. It's really thick one.
But I mean, it comes in the package for a reason, because you do need, well, we do recommend you always use a heatsink with this SSD.
Oh, absolutely. Otherwise it will throttle and you will lose performance, for sure. So what I'm now going to take out, I'm going to take out the SSD, and the rest I'm going to put away, not throw away.
Yes, because we don't need it.
No, indeed. This SSD is actually already prepared, so it's a 2 terabyte SSD. Let me try to focus.
Ooh, there's a bit of green in there as well by the looks of it, but yeah.
Yeah. So OS is already on there. Actually, we're using it each week, so it's our bitch.
What?
Yeah.
Our swap.
Or swap SSD.
Yeah.
So sometimes it has to get used to AMD, sometimes it has to get used to Intel, but in the end it works. So what I just did, I removed the heatsink, and as you can see, this one is also quite thick, and that's why I'm preferring to take this one. You can also put the SSD in and use the MSI SSDs, but of course it will, how do you say that, impact your color scheme, because in this case it's a gold, it's not a purple heatsink.
No.
So that's why I prefer to have this one on.
Yes. Staying within the theme.
We don't have detailed cam. I'm going to try to show you, because on these motherboards, let me, over here, we have a very small switch, and you can lock the SSD in its place. So let me, I need to push it a little bit down, like this.
Ooh.
And now it's connected, so you don't have to screw anything.
Wait, what? No, there is a
Ja
screw in
cannot
there.
lose any screws.
There is a screw in there, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so, and now it's connected.
Yeah, it's fixed in place. That's
Yeah,
nice.
indeed. I can show you that as well. So in the middle, between the two screw holes for different sizes SSDs, we also have a spacer on which your SSD rests. So that it will not bend.
Indeed, it's just to keep it securely in place.
Yeah. So this is quite easy.
I think Sticky UK, yeah, all he says all motherboard manufacturers should do that. I hate those tiny screws. I think this is like a general feeling that most people hate those tiny screws. But we also had some interesting ideas. I think some of the ideas were that you could replace it with like a plastic clasp or something, something that could just, remain in place. But we also had a very interesting talk with the CTO of Phison, who we work with to make our SSD lineup, and he was able to tell us that actually that little screw, which most people hate, is actually quite important when it comes to cooling as well, because it apparently conducts a lot of heat away from the SSD. So it's more important than you might think.
Yeah, but of course he was talking about when you don't have a heat sink on there.
Yes, yeah, I guess indeed. But I mean, this is kind of like an in-between solution because you still have the screw, which is, you know, holding everything in place. You just have a little swivel thing that you can put over the SSD to lock it in place, which is, you know, should work just fine.
Yeah. So SSDs is installed. This one says 01. This one says 02. And 03. So I told you.
Ooh, Fat Docs is saying something interesting. He says, so I checked the manual. The standard RAM configuration is DIMM A2 and DIMM B2, not A.
Yeah.
Not A1 and B1. Those are supposed for 4 DIMMs.
So I was
I'm not
mistaken.
sure if you put it in the right DIMM slots. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah. I put it in the right DIMM slots.
Okay.
You can also see that over here. It's yeah. We should have the mobile phone cam, but over here on the PCB. So
there's a little.
Yeah, there's a little bit printing on the PCB, and it's probably not. It's a little anyway. Each MSI mainboard has that in the last 10 years.
Yeah, but there's a little bracket on there which indicates that there's something about the second and the fourth slots.
Hey, damn it.
Yes.
What the hell?
Yeah. Mike is also confirming it in the chat. You're totally correct, Eric. Put them in the wrong slots.
Michiel, of Mike, did I...
It's alright, guys.
Is this always the case? I thought it's always number 1 and 3.
Yeah, like that. Indeed, that's better.
Can Mike not go home?
He's in DDR2 times.
Oh.
See, I guess this is like the old ways that you're having trouble letting go.
Yeah. Hey, so I told you at the bottom, we also have one M.2 slot. Actually, there are two. If you can see here, there is one over here.
Yes.
And there is one over here.
Right.
So
this one has 3
what
slots
I
in total.
didn't show you, at the bottom of the M.2 slots, we also have some cooling pads. This one still has the protected layer on there.
You need to take that off before you, when you install an SSD, obviously.
Otherwise it
doesn't help much with cooling. Anyway.
You know,
but as Eric mentioned, I mean, if you're not sure, I think most of our ports, maybe not all of them, but most of them will have indeed this little diagram on the board itself. It is tiny, so you'll have to look carefully, but it kind of shows you instantly, you know, which of the slots you should be using.
So I'm now going to install the CPU.
This motherboard is based on a B660 Tomahawk Wi-Fi.
Yeah. So what I do, I just leave the protected...
Intentionally showing how not to do it. Nice. Yeah, indeed. So this is for educational purposes. Eric was doing it wrong.
No, yeah, I did it wrong. Mistaken.
Eric, go on. Just go with the narrative.
It was for educational purposes.
Yeah.
Okay, locking in the CPU. I don't hear anything crack, so it's positioned correctly.
There's no other chips in there, so you don't hear anything crack.
Yeah, this is you can see the CPU. Is this a retail sample or does it say confidential?
I don't know. I think it's too far away. You can't read it. So.
Most times we have those engineering CPUs which say confidential.
Yes.
They sometimes run at the correct speed, sometimes something different.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's it for the motherboard now. Next step is that we put it in the case. That's for later. So I'm going to put this away.
Nice.
I will not throw it away.
No, don't. Not a frisbee.
Oh, one moment.
Cool art on the back too. Yeah, it is. Very nice.
What's next? According to this, the liquid cooling, Peter.
All right.
So this is our C240.
Do you want to do the PPT as well, the slide?
Yeah, you can go there. One moment, let me put some things on there. Going to unbox it as well. So we have several CPU coolers. This is the C240, means it has RGB, and this one is also ready for LGA 1700, which the B660 uses. So it comes with a bracket. And that's one of the next things I'm going to install, but of course I first need to take it out of this box.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And this is a 240 millimeter radiator, that's why the 240.
2 times. 120.
Yes. Well, yeah. I mean, if you want to do math, then yeah, sure.
Okay, so we have the fans, RGB fans. I'm just going to put
let's get a better view of that. Here we go.
Just going to put them here. Two 120. Somebody told me that's 240.
Is that a Dutch accent? How do you know?
Yeah. Sorry for that.
Ah,
Born with it.
You got it. EVA, evaporation-proof tubing. What a coincidence, huh?
So over here we have the socket which says LJ 1700. Hope
bracket,
everybody can see it.
Yeah.
So there is a bracket inside, some other stuff inside, some screws,
some
mounting materials.
Some already used thermal paste, which usually is not the case.
Yeah,
but we put it in there.
Yeah. So this is the radiator block.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah, you can look through it a little bit. You can see the fins indeed, and
yeah, and over
there's
here it says
on the
as
side
well.
some printing there indeed. Yeah, Evangelion E-project.
Yeah. So let's take it out. So at the top there is a small hole for the cable, so it's easy. Depending on where you want to position it, you can position it at the at the bottom.
Yeah.
Or at the top. So just going to put it here.
For cable management, obviously.
Well, don't expect too much from my cable management.
Not
So
today.
there's a nice cutout.
There may be a time when we go for cable management, but it is not this day.
It's time consuming, it's
Yeah,
difficult, and everybody will have different opinions.
You know, we can do that if we have like a charity stream which needs to last like 12 hours at some point. Then we can do that. What is that?
Nah.
Screws?
I don't know what it is, but I put everything back in the packing and probably something dropped out anyway. It's a spacer. It's a spacer.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Anyway, so over here we have
A little O-ring, so maybe we
Yeah.
get some some leaks.
So I hope it's easy to see.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah, some nice detailing on there.
Yeah. So, like what I told you before, I'm going to put this here. For the rest, a lot of screws. I'm going to put this spacer in here as well.
Just in case.
We're going to ship this to Spain tomorrow, and then when they ask, hey, did something explode in the... No, we don't know anything about that. Everything was packed nicely.
Luckily, there's no video proof of us ever having this, this thing.
Yeah, actually. There are a lot of screws here, and this is, I mean, we opened it before, that's why it's such a mess.
Yeah.
But yeah, also some extra brackets for other CPUs, some, how do you say that? Extension cables for RGB. Yeah, maybe we need it later. We will have to see.
Somebody is asking, is the metal OPA, is the pump, or why is the pump in the red? I'm not sure if the pump is in the radiator on this one.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Right, yeah.
So we have different versions. Well, maybe let me...
Well, not for this product specifically, but yeah, for the different liquid coolers, different models.
Yeah, so we have different liquid coolings, and the S series they have the pump in the water block over here, and this one has it in the radiator.
Yeah, the pump in the CPU block.
Yeah,
indeed. Which is indeed, I think, so, Byte is already saying that's something to do with the Antec license, because they've licensed the pump in the CPU block.
Okay, let me take the motherboard again.
Mr. Masterdox, I was talking about this earlier today as well, about the VESA mount on the back of the monitor, and then not being able to put it on the stand again. I mean, yeah, it was a funny moment. The thing is, you can, yeah, indeed. If the monitor has one of these stands that slots in through the bottom, instead of also using the VESA screw holes, then it can work indeed. Unfortunate that the monitor we were looking at and that Ja was trying to show it on also uses the same VESA holes, or at least covers it with the stand of the monitor itself. So it was a bit unlucky, but it was a funny moment. Anyway, you can, if you want to see that, you need to watch last week's live stream. So you can do that after this one.
Okay, so Peter, can you go to the detailed cam, please?
Yes.
So yeah, I have over here two brackets. One is the retention module we put at the back of the motherboard. At the inside you have some sticky material.
Yeah, it's like double-sided tape, I guess.
Yeah, indeed, but I'm not going to take it off.
Normally you do that to fix it in place.
Yeah, but I need to ship it to our colleagues in Spain, so I'm just going to leave it, and for now that will work. Yeah. And then you need to find, let me see which one I need. These
long screws.
Its focus is difficult, yeah.
It's
so
autofocus.
Just put this one in the back. There are some holes in it. Just position it well. I'm just going to hold this with one hand over here. Then I'm going to the front, and you already see the screw holes sticking out.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to put this in, and I need to see.
Yeah, the short end needs to go in there indeed. So the longer threading needs to stick out towards the top, because that's where you're gonna.
I mean, this is not really needed, but what I always do, and then just to make sure you don't squeeze everything to one side, is in the opposite of this screw. Yeah. You put another one in.
Work diagonally.
Yeah, indeed. Don't put them too tightly.
We had some trouble with that earlier today, trying to get it off. I mean, if it's gonna be there, then you can put it in quite tightly.
I wasn't finished.
Sorry?
I wasn't finished.
Oh, you weren't finished?
No, I was like, don't put them too tightly in the beginning. But you were saying, I had some problems taking it off earlier today, no, but normally, don't put them too tightly if you put them on, and then after that, tighten them up. And this is where the problem comes for us later tonight, if we need to disassemble.
Again. Yeah.
But that's why we have this one.
Yeah.
Just very small, because if you can see over here, one is located. This one is located between the capacitors, and it's very difficult accessible.
The other ones are fine indeed. It's just that one between the capacitors. You don't really. It depends on how big your fingers are, I guess, but.
Yeah. So then there is another bracket. This bracket goes around the cooling block. So over here, and actually there are different ways how you can mount this, but just do like this. At the bottom of the block.
Goes in between the cold plate and the.
Yeah, this is to mount it on top of those screws we just put on. So that's it for this one. So I'm going to put this away for now. Yeah, this is fine.
Okay.
So let us continue with the water block. So because we need to mount the fans on. Before you do that. So maybe I'm going to skip it right now, because before you do that, I will show you how it should be done. You better first have your case and try to put it in, because you want to know how you're going to position the block, and if you're going to put the radiator in front of the case or on top of the case. And these two tubes are quite sturdy. So yes, they can move, they can position from the left to the right. You can angle them a bit, but not too much. So that's always why you need to have already an idea how you're going to put it in the case, and there needs to be plates in the case. So
it's usually good to plan ahead anyway, to see if things fit in your case and how you want to put it in there, because otherwise you're going to probably run into some unexpected issues while building, which is always very frustrating.
Yeah,
so.
Or double work, indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. So yeah, maybe I skip this one for now. Can I put this here? Yeah, should be fine. Everything together. Okay, let's start, Peter, with the PSU.
Sure. Ooh, whoops. Careful.
Yeah, so this is the MEG A650 BN-EVA E-Project PSU. It's a non-modular PSU, 650 watt. So let's open it up. There's not a lot to see. Or is there? Peter!
What?
Normally with live streams, do we do giveaways?
No, we never.
Should we maybe do a giveaway?
There's nothing like that. No.
Yeah, but I mean, it's already like time to do a giveaway. Nobody asked for it.
I was waiting. You know.
What's the loyalty bonus, Frederick, on YouTube? Good question. The more you watch, the more loyalty bonus you get, and this will give you an increased chance of winning the giveaway.
Yeah.
So it's actually a cheat.
No, it's not really cheat. It's just something for our loyal viewers.
Yeah, we have a lot of people joining us each week, and yeah, we wanted to reward that. We appreciate that really a lot.
Yeah.
So that's why we started with this, and yeah, some people are already maxed out, I think.
But I don't know what is the max thing that we defined. I don't even know. Isn't it like 8 years of non-stop viewing?
No, but I also know I'm always happy that when I see people winning with a loyalty bonus.
Yeah.
Yes, I said non-modular indeed. I will show you. Peter, can you maybe do a lucky draw?
Sure. So indeed, if you do the talking, as in tell people how they can participate.
Oh yeah, sure. So today we're giving away. I always like to give away hardware, but it's very difficult, especially for this one, because only one in Europe.
Yes.
So we're giving away.
That's pretty bold that they're allowing you to handle it. Then, if it's
Hey, you proved them all wrong this morning.
No, well, yeah, I proved that you're not the only one who can, who can retire hardware.
Yeah, no details. Anyway,
No.
We're giving away Rainbow Six Extraction. I always want to say Rainbow Six Siege, but Rainbow Six Extraction.
Planted in our minds.
You can win this participating in our giveaway. Go to msi.com/2/insider, or on YouTube and Twitch you can, each 5 minutes, 6 minutes, there's a Gleam link, you can click on that. The more entries you have, the higher chance you have, and indeed if you are a regular viewer or you come back and you participate, actually it's not only about watching, because if you watch and you don't participate,
yes, it's about participating in the giveaway indeed, because it's the Gleam system that registers it. So the more times you participate, it will register it, and then it will tally on points to your total, which you can just throw in, and you can do that every single live stream. It doesn't reset once you enter the loyalty points. Loyalty bonus. So you can do this every single live stream. And you only have to participate once every live stream. So you don't have to do it multiple times during a live stream.
And the next winner, I'm very happy to announce this, has a loyalty bonus.
Yes, you were talking about it, but yes, did win because of the loyalty bonus.
Yeah.
And their name is Iram. Iram, congratulations.
Yeah, congrats Iram. In the coming days we will send you a game code.
Yes, we're going to send it out.
Are you going to send it out on me, Peter? If it's me, in the coming weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's Peter, probably coming days. No,
well, it has to be tomorrow then. Yeah.
Yeah, you will get it.
Yes.
For me also tomorrow. If it anyway.
Yeah.
So going to unbox this one. A lot of cables over here. Let me remove this. How do you call this? It's not a tie wrap.
I think we need to invent more levels of the loyalty bonus, because Mr. Masterdox is saying I am maxed out and it's 2 years of watching. Good God.
But we also need to give other people a chance to catch up, Mr. Masterdox.
Yeah, but I mean, we need to give diehards like him something to aspire to, right?
I think he already won several times and also some nice prizes.
He has, yeah, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I haven't won in ages anymore.
Maybe.
Used to win almost every live stream, but now no.
Okay, so let's talk about the PSU. 650 watt.
Oh yeah, all the long-standing people are replying. So I say Hussein Hani indeed is saying same, probably maxed out as well. Merrick is saying, yep, I'm maxing out. I maxed out about a year ago.
I'm sorry guys, I already told you this several times. We should increase the levels.
Yeah.
But we are so busy with other projects. So the last half year is really, I don't want to say a struggle, because we do this with a lot of pleasure. But it's really running to keep this live stream going, because we always need to arrange all the hardware.
Yes.
We want to test this in advance, of course, because if you give hardware to Peter, it might be that something is not working anymore. we found out this morning. It takes time, preparing not only the hardware, but also the knowledge.
Up, the hardware, we're not allowed to keep it, so we have to, in the end, also send it like this. These samples will go on to a different country, different trade show or whatever it's going to.
So after this live stream, I have to disassemble everything. Yeah. Anyway, so a small bag with 4 screws. Why only 4? Anyway, why? So this is the back of the PSU, on-off connector. It's still on. And then 4 screw holes. That's why you have the 4 screws. So on the side,
Nice.
yeah, I think you can guess which parts are green, right?
Yeah, the parts that are see-through.
Yeah. Later we still need to try to do with mobile phone, Peter. And then we have here the non-modular part.
And what about the bottom? Where the fan
bottom?
is.
Oh yeah, sorry.
There you go.
Yeah.
Don't forget about it. Looks
Yeah,
nice.
it's really nice.
Exactly.
The problem is, when you put your
This is
PC, you don't see
usually
it
pointed
anymore.
downwards, indeed, at the bottom of the case.
Yeah, this is well, it depends on the case,
yeah,
but in our
indeed.
case...
It needs to breathe.
Yeah, indeed. It's for the bottom.
Yeah.
But yeah, really nice. There's some protective layer on top of it. I'm not going to take it off.
Dusan is saying, I wish that MSI part of the label was also purple. Which part do you mean?
The back side, this label you mean. Oh, sorry, either this. Yeah, so...
that part is actually sticking out on the back, so you might be able to see that from the outside. Yeah.
So I know internally, I don't remember the conclusion, but I know we looked at it, and I think also we're doing this on some products, but this might be a different business unit. And this business unit for the power supplies, you know, internally MSI is a big company, and we have a lot of people not working together because they don't know each other. And yeah, sometimes it's difficult, you know, to get these kind of things when because we
Such
also
small
noticed it in the
details,
past, probably on a motherboard. What, Peter?
Well, such small details are usually, you know, really difficult to iron out.
Yeah,
Because it you know,
I know on
you've already
mainboards we did it. Michiel, I think, also looked really at where do we place the...
On graphics cards, we also changed it. You'll see it later, I think, because we used to have like these big white stickers indeed, and now...
So on motherboards, they're still white, but they're hidden over here.
Yeah.
So normally, when you look at the mainboard, you don't see, well, no, like this.
Yeah.
And in the past, they were always on the PCB or on the back of the PCB, so...
Quite visible.
Yeah, indeed.
Graphics cards is the same. It's usually on the back plate, and they used to be, you know, big white stickers and, you know, standing out on a black or dark back plate. Really didn't look very nice. And now I think you'll see on the graphics card later on as well that it's, you know, we've switched to a dark sticker at least, so we've converted it basically.
This one, for example, we cannot move the location because if you screw this in your PC and you have an issue or an RMA or something, you don't want to first disassemble it from your PC. So from the back of the PCB, you should be able to see your, what is it, serial number, yes.
Indeed, so there are practical things that we need to, and maybe even, what is it, legal things that are involved
in this.
You can't
different per country and...
Exactly. You can't just do anything you like with it, that's the thing.
So I'm not going to use this one because I have one below the desk, but depending on the region you get a plug which fits your wall.
Socket. Yeah,
where do we put this?
Yeah.
Here.
So this is the EU plug, obviously.
Let's move to the case, I think. That's...
Finally, make some space.
Make some space.
Oh yeah. Because this is the biggest box.
As well.
Oh wait, that's not the big box.
Oh no, that's not the big box.
No,
this is the big box.
Yeah.
It has a small dent.
No, it doesn't.
I think UPS or DHL, they...
You don't really see the dent. I think the thing you see most is the hole.
Yeah, and there is a small hole. Anyway, this happens. Let's take it out.
Here I can truthfully claim it wasn't me.
Peter, you see how smoothly this one fits into the box?
Yes.
This morning I had a fight with this case fitting it into the box.
Yeah, you had it upside down, I think.
No, well, yeah.
No, well, yeah.
A bit upside down.
Yes. You know, the packaging and repackaging, it's not one of our strong suits, so we usually find a couple of ways to do it wrong before we get it right, which is, you know, that's fair enough. Eric always blaming the shipping companies. He's probably just dropping it.
Yeah. Ooh. So.
Oh, there's a nice reflection of the camera stand.
Yeah, we'll fix that.
In the window.
Just getting rid of all the stuff.
There we go.
So, side panel, tempered glass. There is a
If you want to know how easy it breaks, we did a live stream on that
Yeah,
a long time ago.
Yeah, indeed. So this is the front, and unfortunately you cannot see it, but this part is green.
Yes.
So the black strip in the middle and on the top here is green. It's like Nvidia green.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same apple, like apple green color, I guess.
Yeah.
Is one of the terms you can use for it. Really fresh green. Is this laser etched on the tempered glass? I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Well, it's not on the protective layer because I'm peeling it off.
All right, yeah, fair enough.
Ooh, let us have a look later.
Is it etched or is it printed on it?
I would say then, no, maybe it's on the inside.
Okay,
it's not on the outside.
Okay.
So I have to look in detail. So yeah, this is the, what is it? The right side of the case. Really like it.
Oh yeah, If you look at it from the front, then yes.
Yeah, back nothing special.
The back side, I guess, if you're looking at it from the motherboard standpoint. So.
Indeed. So what I'm going to do with this case first, I'm going to remove the. So they have thumb screws in the back. I'm going to remove the side panel because it's tempered glass and I don't know how it opens. Drops dead or something. I'm just keeping it with one hand from falling out. But yeah, it's a sliding door. It doesn't open if it's fully closed. That sounds strange, but it's true. It's true, right?
Yeah, it just
because
slides,
you need to pull it.
It slides into like a slot
locked
there.
position.
Yeah.
So you need to pull a little bit back, and then you can open it like this.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
it's like a keyhole thing.
Yeah, indeed. And then you have thumb screws to lock it into place.
Yeah. Oh, hey,
So-
spoof pass. There's another name of somebody who was, is a very regular viewer a long time already. He's saying, well, Eric is on par with Linus on the dropping department.
No.
In this case, actually, he isn't. I can testify to that. He didn't do it.
I'm not really technically into lasering stuff, etc., or stickers.
Wait.
It's on the inside of the panel. I can feel it. So it's on top of it, but
Well, I mean, laser etching, if it is there, you can also, you should be
yeah,
able to
so
feel it. But
I'm not convinced they are, well, maybe I should
is it
do
like stickering or
upside
printing?
down.
I don't know.
So Japanese upside down. Nobody can read it. Yeah, so
Getting a fingerprint on it?
No stickers,
Yeah,
but I'm not sure if it's like etched or something.
could be.
I'm not going to scratch it or do a test.
Eric Van Droppen. Nice. Oh, God.
Nah, that will. Okay, other side also 2 thumb screws. Going to remove them.
Yeah. Has pricing been announced? Actually, no, I don't think we've addressed that.
Well, we
Also
didn't
don't
address
know
it,
if
but I
it's-
also don't know pricing, so
there
I'm
you go.
sorry.
Yeah, so that will be why.
Yeah. I didn't ask. So same principle on this side.
With
Yeah,
the
the
keyhole
side panel.
stuff. Here we go. Yes. That's really nice.
Okay. So then we have the case. On the back side, there is I put this box inside. I'm not sure if it's always there.
Yeah.
Some screws in here, some manuals. So I'm going to take out the screws I need, which is not this one, which is not this one, which is this one. That's for the motherboard. Okay. Case. Let me put that here. Okay. So Gungnir. Yeah, let's do maybe like this. Let's maybe like this. So Gungnir 110R, nice case. ATX motherboard fits in. You have 4 RGB fans. So from the inside, 1, 2, 3, and on the front, and 1 in the back.
Yep.
So that's number 4. On the back, maybe detailed cam, Peter. You have a RGB hub over here.
Yes. Fixed to the case, or to the inside of the case.
Yeah, indeed. Then on top of it, how to show that without damage? You have a dust filter which you can remove.
Magnetic. Yeah.
Also magnetic. I think you also have one at the bottom, but I need to see how you can. Oh, yeah, you have one at the bottom as well.
Yeah.
But it's not magnetic, but you can take it out.
Yeah.
I don't know why the white. They just cleaned everything here.
Well, I think it's a packaging material.
White
styrofoam.
Yeah, it is. So what else? Front panel. We can look at that. So on top of the case, this is very convenient if you put it next to your desk. So it's really easy reachable. Yeah. We have a on-off button, a power button. This one is, I think, RGB.
Reset. No, reset.
Sorry?
Reset. Because
no.
If you look at the right, there it says the easy RGB. There's a sticker on it on the right side.
Oh yeah, sorry, you're right. Yeah,
there's a similar button on the right.
Yeah, could be reset indeed.
Yes.
I don't know. This is power.
Status,
it's a LED.
Status LED.
Yeah. Are you reading the manual or what, Peter?
No. I'm just calling it out.
Okay. So we have Type-C connector. I just told you about. We have it on the main board as well. Yep. 2 normal USB connectors, microphone, headset, and over here we have the sync button. Yes. And the sync button is actually for your RGB that you can cycle via different color profiles. If you don't use, for example, Mystic Light or MSI Center to manage them, this means it works independently. But of course, not all components can be linked to each other. This is more like a hardware solution for the case. And for the case, then we're talking about the fans which are already inside.
Yes.
So if you don't mind, I'm going to leave the sticker on.
Also
we have MSI Center, so everything should work quite good together. What is the time, Peter? Am I going to do 1 hour left? Am I going to do a speedy build?
Is it giveaway time?
Yes, it is giveaway time.
All right.
So for the giveaway, please go to msi.com/do/insider or on YouTube and Twitch. You can go. Actually, there's a spam bot each 6 minutes. It will spam the Gleam link. The more entries you have, the bigger chance of winning. And for loyal viewers, participants, viewers and participants actually.
Yes.
We also have a loyalty bonus. And the next winner is
Sam GS.
Sam GS, congratulations.
Congratulations.
No loyalty bonus.
No.
But if you come back next week, you start building loyalty.
Indeed.
Okay. Enjoy your game. And we don't know when you get it.
No, we'll send it out to you.
Peter, would it not be a cool idea that when I'm talking here, you send them out? No, okay, yeah, I guessed.
It would be if I had my laptop here and I could spend a couple of minutes not paying attention, but yeah.
I know. Okay, how to do this? In my opinion, we first assemble the power supply. So since we don't have the mobile phone, it's not really working. We're going to put the power supply in. So this case,
show it like this.
As you can see over here, we have cooling holes at the bottom and the back of the case. So this also means it's preferred to have the intake of the PSU at the bottom, like this. You can put it on top, but it's not really helping airflow.
But you have to watch out, because if you have a case that's closed on the bottom and doesn't have that air vent basically, then you have to kind of put it the other way around. And it also depends because if you look at that case, Eric, if you can tilt it a little bit, because it's probably got like
tilt.
This.
What is tilt?
Tilt means just pull it backwards a little bit. So we can see basically inside of the space where the PSU goes. I'm not sure there's a cover over the PSU that goes basically over the PSU, right? And over the hard disk brackets on the left.
Yeah, so over here we have hard disk brackets, yes.
Yeah. But there's a cover that basically, obscures the view of this of the PSU.
On the other side, you mean? This part.
No, yeah, on the inside basically.
Yes.
And I'm not sure if it's closed on the top.
It is open here.
No, on the top. I mean.
Yes, it's closed.
Yeah, there you go. So, I mean, you would have a little bit of space if you point the fan upwards, but it would be blocking a bit more airflow. So also that's one of the reasons why in this particular case, it's always better to put the fan
It
downwards.
really depends. I mean, this 650 is quite a small form factor,
Yes.
so there is more space. But yeah, if you're going to like 1 kilowatt or like a modular power supply, most times they're a bit beefier. So indeed, then you will put your fan against
suffocate.
this.
Yeah.
So. What happens if you suffocate this? It will get hot, probably.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But what is the result of that? I don't know. We should ask Ruud.
It depends, I guess. I mean, getting hot is
CPU will
okay
not hit the benchmark.
Point. No, it's okay up to a certain point, but above a certain point, you either shorten the lifespan of your power supply, and if it gets to extreme levels, then it can lead to a catastrophic failure, or maybe just the power supply shutting itself off out of safety because it reaches its maximum temperature. Anyway.
So I put all the cables on the side. So for me, it's very easy to insert the PSU. I took these cables in one hand, pulling them aside, and this is also because we talked about modular and non-modular. This is a non-modular power supply. And some people might say, well, I want modular because it's much cooler. I can connect only the connectors you want. But actually, if we're talking about 650 watts, this is perfectly for this case and for the build we're making today. Because there are two PCI Express VGA connectors. There is one cable for the motherboard. There are enough connectors for actually two cables, 24 pin and the normal 8 pin. There are enough connectors over there. So for most people, this will be sufficient.
Yeah.
And then modular doesn't have a benefit unless you say, okay, I'm going to buy my PSU and I'm going to buy a bit bigger one, like 850 or
upgrading
1K,
like
and I want to upgrade in the future, and I go to SLI. But SLI is also another thing. I mean, it's the thing of the past.
In this case, really, it's this power supply was, I think, also selected because you're kind of making a build as is, basically. So at the moment, we just you kind of offer these components. Obviously, you can buy them separately. I think it was one of the questions I also saw. Austin Daniels was asking, "Are you able to buy the case separately?"
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, you can buy all of these components separately if they're available in your region and when they're available. But obviously you want to kind of offer them as a set, I guess, and so that's why these were chosen. That it kind of makes sense in the set that it's offered in. There's no GPU included with the set, so that you're free to choose. But I think that's the most significant thing you'll have to watch out for with this power supply. I mean, in an extreme example, I don't think you should put a 3090 or 3090 Ti, for example, with this particular power supply. That's probably not gonna run. So, yeah. But that's pretty much the only thing I would say that's. But then again, this is the E project is also more focused at esports, meaning usually you're not looking at the highest end hardware. It's usually kind of like mid-range. That's more than enough, more than sufficient to run esport games or competitive games. Yeah,
for me it's a little bit awkward position because normally I would face this front side, but
This is always with building PCs for us on camera, and I think
it's a nightmare.
Anybody who's done this on a camera,
I did it blind on camera.
I know, blindfolded,
You're blindfolded.
But if you do it yourself, it doesn't matter how you put it. You just put it whatever way is easiest for you, and you don't really have to take into account. All right, are things visible on the camera?
But I'm doing all the effort, Peter, to put it nicely in a detailed camera, and you don't.
Well, this view was also, it showed it from the side, so...
Yeah.
There you go.
Bullshit. They missed the best part.
What? Wait, so that was the best part? All right.
That wasn't the best part. Anyway.
Good to know.
4 screws.
I usually thought the best part was when it's done, when you turn it on and it actually runs.
Let's hope it works. Okay, so I have here on this side all the connectors. I'm going to take it a little bit apart. Meaning I'm going to separate them a bit because this 24 pin power, sorry, I need to find the cam. Yeah, this 24 pin power connector, I know it's already going to be over here, so I'm going to...
Probably the middle one indeed.
Yeah, indeed going to put it into that one. Then I'm going to search for the CPU one, which I found. It says CPU. That one is going to. Can you see that? No, you cannot. Anyway, Peter.
Yes.
Can you maybe main cam?
Yes.
Yeah, that one we're going to put over here.
Right at the top, indeed.
Yeah, indeed.
So it's the 8-pin, or one of the 8 pins you can
and
do
with,
too.
by doing this, you also split the cables at the bottom from your PC already in different directions. So what we have left over here. The peripheral connectors, I'm just going to leave them on the back because, well, we don't have any hard drives or SSDs, the normal SATA SSDs. And I have still two, I have two of the peripheral ones. I need one in the back for the RGB hub. And then we have the VJ cable. So if you look at the front, yes, like this. Maybe like this. Yeah, over here there are a few holes in which I'm going to...
Maybe let me switch to the detail. Yeah, there you go. Even through the detail cam you can see it quite clearly.
Yeah, so I'm going to already put this cable. I'm just going to put it.
Indeed, just to have it there where you'll need to have it in the end.
Indeed. And this is the same on the back. So these cables I can put away, don't need them for now. Probably they will stay here. Nah, leave them. One moment. Sorting out the cable mess.
So you are doing some cable management.
Yeah. Just to make it convenient.
Yeah.
Because now we don't need these anymore, so I'm just putting them behind the power supply. And we're going to look to some other cables we need for the motherboard. So we already had a 24 ATX connector, 24-pin ATX connector. And over here from the case, we have a lot of other connectors. So you see some cables hanging here. These are for the fans on the front, but also we have some RGB cables. Some things are already pre-assembled. So these fan headers, fan cables, I don't need at this moment. I'm going to look at this bunch, and here I directly recognize the USB front connector. I'm just going to put it here. Not sure where it ends up.
No, it's next to the SATA indeed, so it should be somewhere in the middle.
Might be one lower is better or one higher is better. Then over here we have the audio, so that one I'm going to...
That's usually at the bottom.
Yeah, indeed. This one is also the Type-C front.
It's at the side.
Also going to put it here on the side. And then you have the audio. I know it's coming. And this differs from motherboard. I mean, for MSI motherboards, most locations I know. So I know where to put the cable, but there might be some other manufacturers which have a different ID. For MSI, it will always come at the back, bottom of the motherboard. But
you can always check, if you buy a motherboard, you can usually check, I mean on the website, usually for MSI motherboards at least, you can always check, or you can, there's usually like a book, like a guide or something included with your motherboard where if you're not sure, you know, which connector goes where, it will tell you.
And then over here I have another connector. The connector I had almost... most problems with.
Oh yeah.
Which are the small pin headers, and
that's for like the power button, the reset button, and I think the status LEDs. So the status light.
Yes. I hate them because during the blindfolded live stream they were not easy to connect.
Well, even not blindfolded, it's usually if you don't know the order by heart.
I don't know.
This can differ, but I think it's quite standardized by now. But
still, I don't know what order. So I'm just going to find the manual later on.
Hey Troy, welcome.
What's in game? What game?
Yeah, hope you had a good game. Indeed, that's one of the best excuses to have.
Yeah, true. It's allowed in this channel.
Not
you're
that
right.
you need an excuse, but
yeah. Let me see what else. So the only thing left at the back is some RGB cables, some fan cables, and they are the smaller ones. So for now, I'm leaving them. What I'm going to try to do. I'm going to lay down the case, and this will also give us some problems with the visibility.
But it is usually better to work that way.
Yes. How to fix this, Peter?
Yeah, this is usually where we would have a cam either
top cam, yeah?
Yeah, but we don't have that. Or the phone, but that
Can we try again?
We can, but
it's useless, right?
Well, it was, so I'm not sure if we can.
What changed?
I don't know.
Nothing, so it's useless.
No, yeah, it should be alright.
I'm connecting to Wi-Fi. Connected to Wi-Fi.
I see. We also have other options like connect over USB or something. We can try that later on, maybe. But yeah.
We need. Actually, I think they need to fix the. What is correct? This is correct. Yeah. So I put the case on the table, and now I'm going to insert the motherboard. For me, it's upside down because normally I would put the power supply
towards you.
Yeah, towards me. I'm going to take the motherboard.
Oh.
Yeah. Including the green screen.
You guys are getting half a studio tour here.
Yeah. And then I'm going to put it right here.
You only have. He's doing it with one hand, guys. I mean, just look at this and take a little bit of time to appreciate. This is like trying to build a PC with one hand tied behind your back.
Yeah. That's the problem.
Yeah. Usually, if you have two hands, because those cables get in the way.
Is it still on, Peter? Yeah, it's still on. Okay. So what I forgot, I have here at the front, I have a pin header cable. So I'm just going to put it behind this latch. Yeah. So it's not interfering with inserting the mainboard. Inserting the mainboard sounds strange. So I'm just going to put it here, one hand. And yeah, then the problem starts with one hand because I want to have this one on top. It will go over there. So this CPU connector.
Yeah, that's the 8-pin.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we've lost the image. So you can put down the phone. It's fine.
Okay. So actually,
see what we can see with the detailed cam.
It's in the right position.
Once you've got it in position, maybe you can tilt the case a bit so we can see with the details.
Well, first I want to insert two screws, but it's in the right position. How do I know? Because the I/O panel fits, and this motherboard comes with a pre-installed I/O panel, and that's one of the best inventions of the last few years, because we all know what happens with I/O panels. You complete your PC, and then at one moment, oh my God.
Wait,
I forgot the I/O panel.
Somebody had a good suggestion indeed, and I agree. This was actually part of the plan. I said maybe I could be the cameraman. You know what? Just to rule out the possibility that it's that phone, I'll just start it on my phone and see what happens.
So what I'm now doing, the first two things what I'm doing is connecting the CPU 8-pin connector, and this motherboard has two 8-pin connections. But we only have one cable, and that's good enough. It doesn't matter in which one you put the cable, the first or the second connection, it both works. Then we have the 24 pin, you don't see it. I'm also going to put this in the main board. But I notice, one moment, I'm first going to put one screw in. I had a small bag with like a
little green bag.
Yeah, this one. Right, let me put some screws in because then it's not moving anymore, and now it's all over the place.
Let me see if I can combine this with the Stream Deck.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Yes. Uh-oh, indeed.
Yeah.
Wait, let's see if I can do this. Droid cam.
Well, not sure if they see a lot of things. But what I now did, I locked in the mainboard with this screw and with this screw. This screw because it's the back of the PCB, and this one since it's close to the I/O panel, and you always need to make sure the I/O panel is locked into the case. So next screw I'm going to do is the one over here. I already put in the 8-pin power connector, like what I just told you. We have two connectors. Maybe like this. Yeah, sorry, I'm helping our cameraman a bit. So we have two connectors. It doesn't matter which one you put it. I just put it at the closest one because then over here you have some space to put in a screw. Normally I would say use a magnetic.
I'm gonna try and stand next to you. Maybe that's easier for me to then see.
Yeah.
Then I can even see what I'm filming.
It's always useful to have a screw head with magnetic head, but I think the screws are not magnetic.
No.
I don't know where the problem is. Anyway, so yeah.
Screwdriver with a magnetic head, indeed.
Yeah.
Magnetic screwdriver, I think it's for short.
It's not in our budget, I guess. Why don't we have one?
I think we have one, it's just maybe that one is not working correctly.
So, anyway, always works like this as well. Yeah, that one in. So now I'm not going to pull the memory, but now you see over here, the main board is locked into place with only 3 screws.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what I just noticed, I put this in the middle one because I was assuming the 24 pin, I was assuming it would be here, but actually it's not. So now I need to take it out. What I'm first going to do, and rearrange this. So I'm going to put it in the top one. And then over here we still have the 2 USB connectors which are correctly in the right location. So for the USB 3 connector there is one notch. Anyway, on top of it. Yeah. And there is one pin blocked. So I just feel over here and then I feel the notch is on this side. So it needs to go on top.
Yeah, you can see it on the connector. So there's really no chance of you doing it the wrong way around.
No.
That's why it's
but
there.
The pins are fragile.
Yeah,
so
you have to be careful. Don't force it.
Yeah. And again, this is a sturdy cable, meaning it has its own will where it wants to go. But it's thick. This one, again, it's like Type-C. You can put it 2 ways. But anyway.
That's fine. That's the benefit of Type-C, right? It's like.
Is this it's not. Oh. I thought you could. Okay, I'm wrong. No, I'm mistaken.
That's the other side of the Type-C.
Yeah. But I thought this side was as well.
No.
Anyway, so now I'm going to the back side of the case. Oh, Peter, it works. That's great.
I know, yeah.
I'm going to pull a little bit these cables. Oh shit, I didn't connect this one. I'm going to pull these 2 cables a little bit back and see directly what I did wrong. This 24 pin is behind, because I did it blindly, behind the USB connectors.
Right.
And this, you cannot really flatten it, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it out.
Kind of untangle. You don't want to indeed run cables behind each other because that's going to bulge it up.
And it should go in the top one, and I'm going to just plug it in. And over here as well, I'm going to, with 2 hands, one on the back side of the PC, I'm just going to feed the cable through the hole that it's nicely positioned at the front. So like this, the cables are here like this, and then at the back we will see later what we do with the back if it's even closes. So what I forgot, I have this nice RGB cable, but based on time. Yeah. I need to hurry, otherwise.
Let's not indeed.
Yeah, let's not. Okay, so motherboard is in, USB connectors are there, the power connectors are there. So actually, basically, I think we can boot it up. Expect there is no GPU cable, and there's no GPU card inside, and there is no liquid cooling. Yeah. First thing what we need to do now is liquid cooling, because the VJ fits easily, but you want to have space to move your liquid cooling around. Yeah. So depending on your case, there are several scenarios. You can put it at the front, you can put it at the top. Yeah. On the MSI website with MSI cases, and also with this Gungnir 110 EVA E Project 1, it's also mentioned on the website. So it probably has 3 140, I think, or at the front fans, and it probably can do 1 360 liquid cooling at the front. But then these fans need to be removed, of course. But you can easily see that on the website. So please check always your case before you buy a liquid cooling. All this Evangelion E Project material fits together. So here, let me first do this one. So this cable, I put it on top of here to hide it. What I'm now going to do, I'm going to put it at the bottom and connect it to this pin header, and it's not a nice location. It's over there. What I always do, because
maybe I can show it.
I'm getting old, I have like bad eyes. What I always do, I always feel with my finger to find the plastic strip on one side, because then I already know, okay,
which way around you need to put it.
Yeah, indeed. This side needs to go in there. So, and then I just blindly put it on.
Wriggle it
Yeah. And then
Still need to be careful though, guys.
and then when it's not working, I will act surprised.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so we have some tie wraps over here. I can, for now, I will just put this
quick and dirty cable
quick
management.
and dirty cable
Exactly.
management, indeed. But you can, this is the only way over here. Okay. Liquid cooling, I would say. We can also do maybe the cables at the bottom. So this one is.
If you want, you can rotate the case because now I'm trying to keep things upright for them.
How do you mean, like this?
Yeah, like you would normally do, because then it's
okay.
also the right way around
Okay.
for everybody looking. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, now we have the audio connector, and I know the pin header is at the bottom. The problem is I don't know which one. Peter, can you maybe this part over here? Yeah, so it's one of them. But if I look
I
in
know which one it is.
Yeah, I also know, because if you look in the pin header, can you look the connector?
Yes.
You see one is closed, not in the corner, but in the middle.
Yeah.
And that one is over there at sorry, I need to have a look
right.
at the bottom.
Let me move to this side.
Yeah. So I'm just going to put it on there, and does it fit? It fits. Woohoo!
Yeah.
It fits.
I sit.
Okay. Over here, the most difficult ones, and this
yeah.
is a nightmare.
There are some markings on it for those of you who don't know. There's like power on and
power switch.
Power switch, yeah, that's
reset.
reset.
Reset switch, and then HDD, what is
Power
this?
LED.
Power LED.
Minus and plus.
Yeah. Power LED, I'm not going to take off.
And it needs to go, wait, let me see. It needs to go, I think this, JFP1.
This
So
one,
it needs
yes.
in that row, and there is like a marking there. Wait, let me see. We can maybe zoom in a bit further. No, we can't. Okay, but there is a little marking there just on top of it. I'm not sure if you guys can read that, but there is like, so we can see on the left top it says power LED minus. Then the top right there it says power switch. Minus and plus, so left side plus, right side minus. There's a reset below that, and the bottom left is HDD LED.
So where should the power switch go?
The power switch needs to go on the top right.
And
then
but
minus,
one pin is
on the
missing.
Right. No,
one pin is missing on the top right.
No, I know, but there's like it needs to be the pins that are there.
Okay, so these two.
Yes. I mean, your finger is pointing at all the pins, but yes.
That's a technical problem. Anyway, I'm just going to put this here. What I will always do, because you talk about minus and plus and ground,
Yes.
whatever, I always do the label outside. Not sure if that's correct, but that's what I do.
Yeah. And these are tiny. I mean, if you look at Eric's,
Fat fingers.
Eric doesn't have small fingers. He's not petite, but still, you know.
Yeah. What's also easy, you can pull this cable apart. So you can just pull it over here. You see it splits automatically.
Yeah.
You need to watch
so
out.
the other ones don't get in the way, and you
Yeah.
have to kind of do them. Yeah, you know, one by one. I think we've said this in the stream before, but maybe at some point we can get like a tool where you can kind of assemble them and put them in.
I'm just going to do it like this. I put the reset, I put below it. Below the power.
Yeah, I think that's, let me see. I think that was, if I remember correctly, that is what it said. Yeah, that is what it says. Yeah.
And those other twos, they are for Michiel when he wants to have that function.
Status LED.
Yeah,
indeed.
so indeed, I'm just going to push the cable back and later pull from the back. So now sorry. No. Okay, water cooling. So, what I told you already, we need to try where it fits best. So you have the water block. It can fit like this for front. So this means the radiator will go to the front.
Yeah, but then you'd have to take out, I think, the fan, two of the fans.
Yeah. You can also do it like this, on top, and then this block over here.
Yeah.
And that's what we are going to do.
And you also have to wonder where you put the fans, because if you put the fans on this side of the radiator, it's usually best to let them blow air out. So the hot air exits the case. You could potentially put the fans on this side of the radiator and let them pull air in, basically. The problem is the hot air would be ejected into your case. And if you have good airflow, that's not necessarily a problem, but it's usually not recommended. So it's usually recommended to just blow the air through the fan, through the radiator, out of the case directly.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do here, we have a lot of cables. There is some fan cables, some RGB cables, etc. First, I'm going to put the fans on there, and I'm going to put it at front. So I'm going to push this aside. I'm sure later we will miss some screws.
Oh yeah.
Can we still blame Ja?
The ghost of Ja. Right.
Okay, this is the difficult part, the fans. So we're going to put it like this into the case, and you need to decide how your fan will go. So label outside, if I'm correct, not 100% sure. Yes, and then your cables. Do you want to have them in the back, or do you want to have them in the front? And the front you can do cable management like this, but you need to think about these things because once you, how do you say that?
Mount it.
Yeah, mount them. You will have that work.
Difficult.
So I'm going to put them on the back.
You could even switch the radiator around so that the tubes go on the left side. You could do that, but because of how the case works and the fans would basically, the tubes would basically be on this side. It's not really recommended because they might get in the way of this fan here. So that's why Eric is also putting it on this side, because here you have plenty of space to run the tubing.
Yeah. So. Somebody only gave me 4 screws, but these kind of
so you can see there's space there. It runs through the radiator, and then the little threading that goes.
It runs through the fan.
Oh, sorry, runs through the fan indeed.
Yeah.
And little threading part goes into the radiator, at least a little bit.
Yeah, indeed. And then I put this fan on there, and you can also choose to have the connectors. Yeah, there are several ways you can do this.
Yes, but this is where, if you haven't done this before and this is your first time doing it, you make sure you're not in a rush. Kind of plan this ahead and think.
Are we?
No, well, we're doing a live stream, so for us
it
doesn't apply.
Well, we are in a rush.
We are kind of in a rush indeed, but usually it's better to indeed. That's why we kind of did this build before the live stream as well. But it's usually best to plan this ahead and take your time with it to prevent errors and having to disassemble it again and then.
Yeah. So now the first thing what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off the magnetic filter. Is that correct? Yes. And I probably will put in the radiator first. So take it like this.
Yeah.
Take the case. Put it straight.
I think you can. The easiest way maybe is to still keep it flat.
No, because I need to be able to screw it in here. Maybe you can do a bit from the top. So you need to find the screw holes, as you can see over here, and you move it a little bit.
You can actually fit a larger radiator in as well, if you can see the screw holes here, or larger fans, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
I think.
So just going to drop the screws over here.
That would be 140, right? The bigger size.
Yes. Come on. Hey. Hello.
Hello. Is it this hole you're looking for?
Is this the hole I'm looking for? Yes.
Yes, Lionel Richie.
Anyway, that's one, not too tight. Again, I only took 4 screws.
Yeah, so normally it's best to connect all the screws indeed, but now because we're on a bit of a time gate.
Yeah, so 2, it already hangs there.
Yeah. But it's always recommended for you guys at home to connect all the screws. I think for now, to secure it with all the screws. For now, we're just going to do a couple of them, so it's okay for now.
From the bottom, push it a bit up that you can tighten it. Don't let gravity do its job. Okay, that's that. So next thing, what we're going to do is the cables. I'm going to put it back down. Hold this with your hand because it can, if your CPU is still not in, some people prefer to do that. Peter knows where the block will go. Okay.
All through the case.
Yes.
And maybe
Okay.
into the socket.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off all these metallic things. To give it some space. Okay, this is a fan header. This has each fan has two connectors. A pin header for the power and a RGB pin header for the light. So how to do this? Let's say the power I put on top. What did I? The RGB I put on top, and then I'm looking for the fan headers. So this is the pump fan. I hope this one is. Yes, should be. And the pump fan is which one is it? I think so. Over here you have two pin headers, and this is going to be very, very difficult.
Let me see it. There we go.
A bit more angle, yes. So this one and this one. This is the fan one, and this is
Get
the.
your finger out so we can see the text. Maybe it will. Come on, focus. Focus.
Maybe a bit backwards.
No, there we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's text there, I think, but you can't see it. I don't know where the text would be, because you can see...
Left one. So I'm going to connect the left one.
Anyway. I think it's on the just behind the connector there, so it's...
Yeah, normally manual.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's one. That's a pump. Then we still have...
Sticky UK is doing a prediction. He says, this is the part where Eric realizes he should have plugged them in before screwing the radiator to the
No, yeah, well, you can do that, but...
In some of the higher end motherboards where the heatsink is bigger and maybe your case isn't quite as wide, quite as deep, yeah, that you can run into issues. I've had that before actually with some more compact
Well, it's not
case.
easy accessible, so he is correct.
Yeah,
you
it's
can do
better
that
to
in
do
advance
that.
indeed.
But then again, you know, live stream and in a rush.
And Eric.
And Eric.
Yeah. Oh, let me connect that.
Yeah, I think this is the part, Sticky.
No. Stick with me. Sticky with me.
Yes.
It's just I cannot function with all the cameras on me, Peter.
The pressure.
Yeah,
the pressure is too much.
The pressure is too much. And you know what? Worst case.
What? You don't connect them?
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, he's right, and I'm going to. Okay, that's also a possibility.
Yeah. So as you can see, guys, now they're connected.
Yeah. Cable management. So we have the two RGB connectors. I'm going to run them. So can you? Well, I can hold it. It's like this. Yeah. So we have the two RGB connectors. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just put them here.
Because they need to go at the either at the back, or you could connect them to the motherboard RGB connectors.
Yeah.
But
so
I think Eric is going for
what the hell?
This thing at the back. Wait, where is it? My hand doesn't bend that way. But maybe I can go around like this. I think Eric is going for that thing.
Next time, Peter, we pick you for doing build.
What? So you do the camera job?
Yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do. It's a bit of cable management, my style. I want to put them behind the PCB. Yeah, should be fine. I don't know where all the cables are coming from. Yeah. Okay. Peter, how does it look?
Yeah, looks nice.
Yeah.
I mean, the more purple you see, the better, right? That's
shit. I know. Oh, can I say that on camera?
No, you can't.
I see another hole I could have used.
Yeah,
but
right,
doesn't matter.
Fair enough.
Okay, so those are all the fans connected. What is this? Okay, we still have one here.
That's the RGB.
Yeah, that's RGB. So
yes.
what we're now going to do, we're going to put a block on the CPU. So this will be controversial. The amount of glue.
Oh,
it's not glue.
Glue? Wait, what?
Glue. Sorry.
No, thermal paste.
Thermal
Yes.
paste. Yeah.
So what method will you use? Is it the little p or is it the big X?
It's the little
P. All right.
P.
Yeah, it's like the little. Yeah. There you go.
Or the big P. Doesn't
And
matter.
honestly, they've done tests, and as long as you don't do too much or too little of it, it doesn't really matter if you do it in a pattern or if you just put it in the middle like a little ball, like Eric does.
This one.
Yes.
Take it off.
Oh yeah, this is very important.
Take it off.
Yes.
We know, right?
Yes, this protective. Well, not just us, but I mean, there's like the internet is full of people saying, yeah, I don't know, my liquid cooler is not functioning that well, and I said, well, if you take it off, is there like burnt plastic on on the cold plate?
So
yeah.
now when you put the block on, you need to move these cables a little bit, to put them in the right, tubing, to put them in the right connection. Then you move the block over the pins. We put in earlier, and then you have these kind of spring screws.
Yeah, spring-loaded thumb screws.
Yeah, just again, put them on the opposite side.
Diagonally. Don't tighten them all the way yet. Just, make sure that the block will stay in place. That's enough for now. And then once you've got all four, in there, secured, then you can start tightening them a little bit, one by one, to kind of wedge it into place. That also kind of makes sure that, for example, the thermal paste that you just put on there will be kind of equally spreading. Because if you start with one side, then you're kind of pushing the thermal paste to the other side that's not tightened yet.
It would not be my first live stream where we build a system which doesn't work.
Wow. The building is one thing.
Yeah.
If it works is...
So now we have another cable over here, and this one I'm going to... This is RGB. Again,
Run it through the back.
Yeah, and if we really had a lot of time, I would do better.
Indeed. Or you could, again, you've got plenty of RGB headers on the motherboard itself, so you could connect it directly on the motherboard.
Yeah, you could, but I want everything to the hub.
Yeah, because then it's synced.
Finished.
Yeah, done?
No, not really, not really. We still need to put the VJ card in.
Yes.
Some RGB cables, RGB cables, and we still have two fans from the front.
Yes.
And actually, there's a third one. You see that? Yeah. So they also need to be connected.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I said, okay, leave them to the end. So I know I still have one pin header
on the side,
on the top side. So I'm going to push this over here, and I have two at the bottom. So make them long enough, put them over here, and I guess, let me have a sneak peek. Yeah, that will be over here. That's not easy.
Right, let me go to the other side.
You're going to show everybody the not easy part.
Ah, yes. We always show people the not easy part, right? That's what we do.
So, these two.
Are you doing things blind again?
Yeah.
I think so. Just put it down, maybe.
Yeah, but there are some cables I need to take in mind. So over here I had one. I'm going to put a connect over here. Oh, Michiel will laugh. Okay, that one's done.
Nah, he's gone to the concert, I saw.
Oh, good.
So that's fine.
Oh, good.
And I think he shouldn't have time to watch the stream back, so.
I'll just give him a lot of work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, do this, follow. Should I not check the stream? No.
No need, that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. So now all the fans should be connected.
Yeah.
Only RGB is still not connected.
Well.
So, RGB. That's the last thing which is left. a lot of cables over here. So let us first look at the hub. So there's a hub over here. It already has the LED switch connected, meaning if it's powered on, it will show. We have.
But LED switch, that one is for the front panel, right? So
yes,
this is
for the top.
This is the thing that's there.
Yes. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
No, this one with the sticker. Remember?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah,
doesn't matter.
right.
But yeah, that's why
You're
that
right,
one is connected.
You're right. Okay, so we have one power cable. Well, I put all the peripheral power cables over here. So let me see how this works. Just connected, and I mean we don't talk about it anymore. This one needs to go to the motherboard.
Right.
Where? I really don't know. I need to find the manual. Normally I would ask Michiel.
There's like JRainbow or JRGB, so it's one of those two.
So we have 3 fans connected here, which are the front fans. We have 1 fan connected here, and then we still have these cables. I really don't know where they're all coming from, but what you see here, you can easily connect them.
Loop them into each other, basically.
And this doesn't work?
No. You need to align them correctly. Also they're like very tiny pins, so you need to be careful not to accidentally...
Yeah, I only have 2 left here, so let me see if this works. Yeah, that will work. So indeed, and the hub, it's I don't want to say, you just check the pins and slowly you push them on there. And then, oh, sorry. One is there's a protective cover on there.
Oh yeah, you need to take that off.
No, I take the other one. Yeah. And then, this was maybe even more difficult during the blindfolded live stream.
Okay, so Bytes is saying JRainbow, that's 5-volt ARGB.
Okay, so we have this one. This needs to go to the front somewhere.
Yes. So that would be JRainbow.
Yeah,
that's what he's talking about.
It will be at the bottom. So maybe you can go to the other side.
Yes.
So again, I push it. Let me see which one it is. I really don't have a clue.
It's on the left there. On the left, there's JRainbow 2. There's actually 2 next to each other. So there's JRGB 1 and JRainbow. The right side is JRainbow. The left side is JRGB.
Okay, now the difficult part. Maybe I should have done these first. But no. Okay, we have it.
Yeah.
So let me. It looks like a operating table. Okay, Peter.
No,
3 pins.
It's not.
It should be this one, right?
Yeah, it's the right side one. Oh, I thought you'd connected it already.
No. Okay.
Correct. Well, it should be correct. Let's hope.
Yeah.
If not, then we'll see, and we can switch to the other one.
Let's put the GPU in.
Graphics card, yeah.
Oh. That's easy, right?
Should be. So we've gone for a 3060 Ti Gaming X Trio. just put it down anywhere for now.
Did they put the 3090 Ti in?
No. Wait, I agree. I was packaging it earlier back into the box, and I also thought that's, this is a 3060 Ti.
It's quite big, right?
That thing is friggin' heavy and big indeed.
Yeah.
But it's, don't forget it's a Gaming X Trio, so those are big.
The protection covers are already off there, so we removed them. So it's quite easy. We put it in the first slot.
I think you need to remove some of the...
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let me put it here. So if you go to the back, Peter, this one has a protective cover over there. So first you need to unscrew these 2. Hey, I see another cable. What's that? Don't ask questions.
No, that's the one with the protection on it, the dust cover on it.
Yeah. And then for me, what I always do, I'm going to visually check, okay, if I put it in here,
how many...
where will it end up? So it's it's like this. So it will be this one and this one. These 2 will be the I/O. So I leave one in. And that really depends on the motherboard, because you can start your PCI Express slot.
Are you sure about that? Because okay,
I'm not 100% sure.
Looking at the PCIe slot, I would say the top one needs to go as well, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. I don't know.
Maybe I'm not. Maybe you're right.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Careful.
Peter,
Careful.
what did I do?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh. Yeah.
You
Okay.
need to align it carefully.
Yeah. I put it next to the slot.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's.
See?
All right. So yeah, you're right. There you go. Well
Okay.
done.
You can put 2 in. I now do 1. Okay. Then in the beginning, when we put in the power supply, we had this cable over here. I just put it completely through. Those are my fingerprints. No, don't scan. They might log in somewhere.
Exactly. Biometrics.
Yeah,
Everybody?
yeah. I'm sure somebody can enhance that.
Probably, yeah. You'll have to change your fingerprints, just like you do your password.
Yeah. Now, come on. Oh yeah. Okay.
Right, so
This one,
8-pin and 6. No, is it 2 8-pins?
2 8
Wow,
pins.
2 8-pins.
So that's why I now know why it's so thick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, this one you can push back, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to find it over here, and I'm going to pull it back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, really, whatever you want, or how you want to do that, really depends on yourself. There are a lot of tools like cable comms. Can I say that?
Cable
To
comms.
put on the cable.
Oh, like a sleeving, or
sleeving
or yeah,
indeed.
cable comb is what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Basically to keep the
Yeah,
cables. The
you
little
can also
cables,
use tie wraps
in
to
sequence.
tighten this up.
Yeah.
In the future generations, you already see the new connector. We talked about it with the
14 pin, isn't it, or something?
16 even, yeah.
Oh, 16.
12, 16 indeed. So yeah, it will become less cable mess. I think.
Now you guys can see the real green color there as well, without the.
Yeah, I think we have everything, Peter.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm not sure. I'm just doing the filming.
Okay, so I have a bunch of cables here.
I think it should be all right.
Yeah, the first one is the power. The power supply is off. I have.
Wait, let me show everybody.
Yeah. So I have a keyboard. Just going to put the keyboard somewhere in. Then I have 2 VGA cables, which is special for us, meaning we have the DisplayPort for the DisplayPort. It was the right one. And we have 1 cable for the capture.
Yes.
4K capture. That we
you
know
guys
which
won't
one
be
it
able to
is.
see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Indeed. Let's first try it on, because we can now put the covers on there.
You need to. No smoke. That's good. Ooh, lights. That's a good sign.
Peter, this makes me so happy.
Yes.
The lights work. That's
Yes.
already a start. I don't know if it will like boot and if the screen works, but this makes me happy. All the light. Yes. The display.
Oh, yeah. Wait. We can also see the splash screen then, if it comes up, because there should be a custom.
If it comes up.
Well, I mean the display was doing something, but somehow it's taking a little time. Hello. Oh, we missed it. Oh,
Missed it. Anyway,
well,
doesn't
anyway.
matter. It works.
It's alive.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe let's have a look at the RGB. Because of the green screen, I think when we switch to another camera, it will be less. Shall I maybe switch off the lights, Peter?
Yeah, you can.
Is that something?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe the big lights as well then.
Yeah. Oh, backlight.
Yep. Now I'm not sure because I don't have that much space here, but
Oh, maybe film from the front, Peter. Maybe that's better.
yeah.
Go over, stand over there. Everybody will get seasick after this. I'm so happy that it works. So as you can see, it's already in the color scheme of the case. You can adjust this, of course.
Very nice. The little cutout really means you can still see the power supply branding of the
Yeah. What we can also do, at the front.
Yep. Peel.
It doesn't make a noise, sound. Anyway.
A little bit, slightly, ever so slightly. But yeah, I mean, this is gorgeous. Oh yeah, and there's a reason why Eric is pulling off the peeling after assembling. That's usually what you should do.
That's only one rule for Eric.
Otherwise, no, I mean, why that is an important rule is because now you get this nice, mirror glass finish. If he would have done this before, probably it would be full of fingerprints. So you'd have to polish it up first.
Okay, maybe take some distance. Oh, we still have the tempered glass.
Yep.
We can also put it on.
I think there's protective film on that as well. So it looks a bit hazy now, but whoosh. Yeah, much better.
No fingerprint. Oh yeah, I should have done that before.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
I will put one thumb screw in if I find it.
Just to secure it in place, yeah. That's
Yeah.
probably a good idea.
We know how this works for us, right?
It's not our first time, is it?
No. I cannot find my thumb screws anymore. Oh, here.
Back fan not lit. Yeah, you're right, actually. It was working before. I'm not sure why.
Which back fan?
Yeah, that one. On the rear exhaust fan, let's say. These ones are working. These are working. It's just that one. No, maybe that was one of the. You remember one of those connectors that was still sticking out, Eric? May have been this one. I don't know.
Let me. Here. So I can. Yes, I can lock it. Okay, well that's we can find that out. I mean, I have here a cable. The fan runs, so that's one thing.
Does, yeah.
Yeah, it's too dark now. Too dark now.
Yeah, I think we got it. All right. So should we try and run a game on it? Then maybe do a giveaway as well.
Yeah, we can.
I'll switch back to the main view if I can. Oh. There we go.
Game.
Oh, now we need to switch back the light. Eric's in the dark there.
If I can game, I don't care.
There we go.
Should be dark.
That's right. But I don't want to leave you in the dark. Where's the remote? Where did you
I cannot see
remote?
the chat anymore, so I'm going to move this a little bit. Like this side. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to boot up a game that you see it works. I'm going to do Rainbow Six Extraction.
I'll recalibrate the lights.
That sounds advanced.
It does, doesn't it? That's why. Basically just turning the lights to the right level. There we go.
Well, Windows boots. The trash can is empty.
Let's go.
What can go wrong? I have sound. You also, Peter?
Yes.
That's always the difficulty with capturing. Sending audio to two places is a nightmare.
Wow, we haven't even pulled the specs up once, so let me do it now.
Oh yeah.
And while Eric is doing this, I'll also do a giveaway. Because we had to skip on it a little bit because I had to do camera duty. But if the PC will let me, here we go. Let's then do, see if we can do 2 winners. So you can still participate. Go to msi.com/2/insider to have a chance to win the game code for, what is it again? Rainbow Six Extraction, that's what it is, yeah. And then, yeah, we'll provide the codes to you as soon as possible, or follow the Gleam link that our bot is posting in the chat every 5 minutes.
Just have to know how to survive.
And in the meantime, I will see if we can get some winners drawn. And then Eric will be looking at the game. So yeah, it is working, so that's nice. Look at that. Okay, so we have our next 2 winners. One who won with a loyalty bonus, I think, yeah.
Peter, can you switch the lights on top on?
Sorry?
On top? Lights are still on.
Yes, I can try.
Well,
Are they? Hello.
searching for teammates.
Not sure if they are responding. How did you, oh, did you do the button here?
The what? Yeah, as well.
Okay, I was messing with the remote. That doesn't work. All right then. So the next 2 winners' names are Avard. Congrats, Avard. You win a copy of the game, Rainbow Six Extraction, and so does. Damn, this one is Eye of 7. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if they are 2 eyes or, but anyway, the Eye of 7.
Peter's also getting old.
Yeah, congratulations. You also win a copy of the game. We'll send it out to you as soon as possible. Have fun with it. Yeah, and Eric is in the game now, so it works.
In the game, in the loading screen.
Well, yeah, no.
Well, means the PC is running, it doesn't crash. We only missed 1 fan.
Do you have a posted list of everything you used today? I mean, you can watch the stream back. I think Eric covered most of the things we used today, and obviously it included most of our
Unavailable, that's the one I want.
EVA Evangelion E-Project themed products, being the case, the power supply, the liquid cooler, and did I forget something?
How do I ready up?
Oh crap! It's been a while.
Confirm loadout.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So, but you can check. I'll post it in the chat. Actually, there's a landing page for these components, which you can find. And
We even didn't.
here is the landing page. No, I mean we didn't look at it, but yes, here it is. And if you want the full list, I mean, because like things like the memory and the SSD, the graphics card, you know, the non-EVA themed products, you can find that back when you scroll back into the stream.
Here and they can help us understand
Or maybe
other
yeah,
phenomena.
somebody who was watching can would be nice enough to kind of put the list together. And also the CPU, obviously.
I walk like Rambo.
Yeah, this is not the Rambo kind of game, but I think if you remember that. By the way, at the bottom there's also there's a list now, like a looped image that shows you all of the specs. So CPU is just there now. It's the motherboard, MAG B660 Tomahawk Wi-Fi, cooling MAG Core Liquid C240. For RAM, we have 32 gigs of Kingston Fury Beast DDR5 memory. Graphics card is the RTX 3060 Ti Gaming X Trio. The SSD, we're using the 2 terabytes MSI Spadium 480 M480 SSD. And the case, of course, is the MPG Lumir 110R EVA. And Eric is trying not to die.
I cannot jump down.
I'm reloading.
That's a shame.
Only activate the airlock sequence if you don't plan on coming back to this zone.
So how does it run, Eric?
Set up the emitter. We will record the parasite.
Eric, how does it run?
Discharge.
The game. I think you're
Yes, for the
playing
first
in
scan.
1080p? Or is it even a higher resolution?
Initiating data transfer.
It is 1080p, yes.
1080p, right.
Reloading. Throwing the gate.
Just scrolling back in the chat as well to see what you guys were saying. During the time when I was doing the camera work, I couldn't really read the chat, so sorry about that. We couldn't really answer any questions. If you still have any questions, by the way, about this build or anything, let us know. We can still answer them.
Move to the next scan area.
Ooh, so IKCVH, I do see your question, but I'm not sure about the answer on that one. I'm not sure if Eric knows either. Eric?
What's the question?
The question is the Z690 Ace motherboard already updated with a BIOS that's ready for 4 DDR5 sticks in XMP? Very specific
That's
question.
too technical, but best to check the QVL on the MSI website,
Yeah.
because if it's there, it's quite fast updated, and we have a big team working on
Yes.
memory compatibility.
So it should be, if it is, you'll find a BIOS update available on the product page in the support sector or section. So yeah, if it's available, it should be there indeed, and the QVL site will also mention it, so you can look that up. And indeed, Troy, you can tell Eric is 200% immersed in the game. But I mean, that's why you do it, right? That's in the end why you build a PC like this, and then so that it runs the game great. And you can just get immersed into it and lose yourself for a little bit. Damn, this level looks hard, Eric.
I wouldn't know.
Data transfer complete.
Get data at the next scanning zone.
What's the mission?
I miss. I really don't know. I miss that that I cannot jump.
Ah. I think you can climb over stuff, but I'm not sure about jumping indeed. Sneaky. knocked out.
Can I kill
No,
revive
you
him?
need to. You'll pick him up basically. You need to carry them. You can do that, but yeah. And you need to carry them all the way back to the infiltration point basically, to where you started.
Exfil your squad mate. Get them to the extraction pod.
Where's the extraction, sir?
It's yeah. Where is it? I don't know. There should be an icon somewhere. I think it's one of the yellow icons, not that one. Obviously.
Should I,
Complicated.
Also down.
can I carry two?
No, you can only carry one. I don't think I've seen Eric this focused playing. I know, he's really grabbing his moment now. Even if alien invasion happens, Eric won't know it.
Set your squad
Yeah,
mate
that's the level of focus he has now.
Should I put him drop? Reload.
No, you need to go, there's like a...
This is helipad.
I know, but there is like a big thing, like a coffin almost.
A coffin?
Somewhere close to that. Somewhere close to that pad. And there you can basically drop him. So you need to go back to where you were.
I am here.
Yeah, no, the left, and go down there.
Here.
Yes,
Stairs.
go down the stairs, where you were. And then on the left side
that
of that
coffin.
thing. Yeah, so there you have to stand there and then secure teammate. Yeah, there you go. And that's basically readying them for
Keep an
transport.
eye out for your
Yeah.
squad mate. Good
And
job
can
on
I
the rest.
bring the other one? He's already killed.
That man just turned into KFC chicken, yep.
Hey, you still there?
No, which one?
FFFs.
FFFs, you can try. I'm not sure if they're like dead or... They get like this protective foam or, you know, stuff covering them, making them look like KFC. Indeed.
I don't hate. I don't like this weapon.
Taking squad mate with me.
Exfil our casualties. Bring them to the
Oh
extraction
my
pod.
god, I'm the hero.
All right. And then you need to make a decision if you're gonna. I think you can exfiltrate as well once you get him in one of the pods as well. But I'm not sure if you can do both of them into the
Get
pod.
to the extraction pod. We'll
can
bring
try
our
it.
casualty home.
Secure.
Yeah.
Setting squad mate.
Wow. So the other one is teleported or
Have
what?
their
I
back.
really don't know.
I know they'd do the same if it were you.
And now you can. I think you can exfiltrate there as well. But you need to next to that thing where you were. Or you can just, you know, go and see if you can die. So guys, I'll already announce it, but when Eric dies or when the level ends, we'll do one more giveaway, one more game key.
What? When? If?
No, it's when. Trust
If.
me. I can already see like edges of red on you know on the screen. So
What if I pick up a health kit?
yeah, that's not really gonna help that much.
Yeah.
No, that's other things. That's ammo. There are health kits there, yeah, but yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's like a temporary boost, so it doesn't really replenish your health as such. But go for it. But yeah, anyway, when Eric dies or the level ends, so there you go. I was also positive in
Yeah,
saying
that's
maybe
more
you can
positive.
finish the level.
Operator activated the station.
We'll do one more giveaway, and then we'll end the stream after that. No, you can just go to the door, man. It's like an airlock.
Oh.
That's not.
Yeah, I
it's
saw
not
yellow
like
smoke.
toxic
Yellow
foam.
smoke never good, right?
Don't worry about it. It's not like toxic foam.
Door disabled. Airlock my ass.
Oh. Is it like, do you need to go to the other door, or did you do that where you can? Oh,
Last known
you needed to wait.
location of our MIA
Ask you
is
to
somewhere
operator.
nearby. Don't lose sight of the objective.
Now, do
So-
you think that loading that door is like a loading tactic for the level? Probably is, right?
Oh. Hey. Oh. What? Oh. What? Hey. Where? Where?
Above you, probably.
No.
I saw something coming from above you, but it's that blob that's doing stuff. Sludge. Oh, there's multiple of them. That's nasty. You can see the focus in Eric's eyes. Hey, liebe Brata, this is a Rainbow Six Extraction. It's also the game you can win in the giveaway today. Being played by our hyper-focused tryhard Eric.
Ability. I always like ability.
Already full. Yeah. So guys, let us also know what you thought about today's build. I mean, we haven't done a build in a while, I think. Either that or maybe we did one while I was away.
Wait, what the hell?
Yeah, those things, I think they're gonna keep damaging you if I'm not mistaken. They latch onto you. I'm not sure if there's a whole lot you can do about it. Yeah.
What? Critical.
Yeah, that's the thing. Those yellow things are like spores or something. They kind of connect to your body and then they don't
now
let
gone,
go.
right?
And then they explode after a while, doing what you just saw. And they do a little bit of damage, but they mostly, I don't know, make like this smoke, this haze, and kind of try to throw you off. Alright, cool. Good to see that there are a lot of fans of the Evangelion series. And indeed, this would be something you really love.
Keep an eye on that arc tree. It'll try to
Okay, what now?
You can rescue one of the teammates, but you need to, I don't know, you need to go there first, and then, yeah, you can pull on them, and then it will start shooting out pulses, and you need to shoot, yeah, exactly, the vines and those pulses. Wow, those are lost before they reach the operator. And if too many of them reach them, then they're kind of lost forever.
Okay, so I need to...
Yeah, you need to wait until it opens, and then indeed you can shoot it, and then it gets damaged. And they only open when you shoot these pulses, basically.
The arc tree is reabsorbing our operator.
Yep.
Oh, that many.
Yeah.
Cannot pull? No.
The parasite has tightened its grip on our operator.
No, you need to
Find another
like
rescue
disconnect them first, and you need to have like where it attaches to the wall, so you can destroy those tethers. And they only open when they fire those pulses, so you need to kind of pay attention and wait until they start firing the pulses. Because they'll open up like kind of like a flower, I guess, for lack of a better word.
I think he's dead, by the way.
Oh yeah, yeah. So too many of the pulses reached them, so now he's dead.
Come on.
Yep, that mission failed, unfortunately. Usually that's why, I mean, this is quite a hard game, and you can do those things when you've got multiple people there, but on your own it's very hard. Yeah, there's no point in shooting it now. It's they're closed, so it doesn't do anything.
Nothing left to do here, but there's more in the next subzone.
Yeah, I'm like an in-game guide. I'm trying to. I mean, it's been a while since I've played this one. Yeah, you need to pay attention. They are usually like on the wall or on the ceiling, those things. It's been a while. I mean, I've played it on stream a couple of times. And even then, it was very limited, the amount that I played it.
Okay, not good, not good, not good. Help. Exit. Oof.
I think the best advice I can give you is don't get killed.
I should be running out of ammo quite soon.
Yeah. I mean, you're doing alright. Oh, there you go. See, now you're turning into KFC.
Who's going to save me?
Nobody.
Jordan,
I
Elena,
rescued
You
the
were the
other
last
guys.
one in
Where
the
are they?
team. You were the last one in the team.
Come on.
You could have gone back and
Anyway,
extracted yourself.
if I would have more time, it's a nice game. Are those guys still waiting for me?
No,
Kudos
no.
to them.
No, I mean they could have started another game as well.
Oh,
but anyway,
moderate.
yeah, KFC Eric, quite well. Good. My head is stuck behind the box of the graphics card, but that's fine. Really nice build, Eric. Well done. It worked, so that's what counts.
To my surprise.
Ah, bit of faith. Like I promised, guys, I'm gonna do one more giveaway before we leave you. So let's do that now. Good luck to everybody. Again, you can win one of the a key for the game, Rainbow Six Extraction.
So, next week, Peter.
Yeah, one second. The very next person to win one of the game codes is called Sticky. Congratulations, Sticky. I'm not sure if that's you know the Sticky we saw in the chat earlier, but
Could be.
anyway, yeah, next week. Next week we are going to be talking about where's the tag? I don't know where the tag is. Why is it not working? Hello? Oh, that's weird. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Because I'm not allowed to tell you about what we're going to be talking about next week, but it does involve graphics cards. So basically, we're going to be talking about graphics cards.
Yeah.
And it's been a while since we could have a you know, decent, good conversation about graphics cards.
I had one a few weeks ago about
Yeah, but a few
39
weeks
Ti.
ago, you know, things were already heading into a more
I don't know if it was
reasonable
decent,
direction.
but it was a conversation.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, in terms of availability and pricing, I think
Oh, yeah,
what we see around the world is that finally things are at least starting to
Yeah.
look a bit more, you know, reasonable, normal. So
Yeah, indeed.
pretty happy about that. I think you guys will be as well. I hope. So let's talk about some graphics cards next week, and hopefully you know we can be positive and not just think like
Still waiting to come down more, yeah?
yeah,
Possible.
yeah, that's true. But it is heading in the right direction, right? So that's I think that's the good news.
Yeah. Anyway, that's for next week. Next
Yes.
week's Wednesday, right?
Yes, it will be on Wednesday
Yeah.
indeed. Yeah.
Will I be there?
I don't know actually.
Oh,
I don't think
okay.
I don't we looked
We
at it.
will fight,
We're one man short again
Yeah.
on the streaming team. So we've got a couple of choices. There's you and there's Mike and there's me at the moment.
Okay,
and we
okay,
could
okay.
get a guest in, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess that would be cool.
Yeah. We also still have one more EVA movie. Shall we leave with that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's oh, thank you all.
Guys,
Bye bye. And
thank you.
then there
We're
will
just
be a
gonna play
nice
a movie, and then we'll see you guys
soon
next
on
week.
YouTube.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye. Gaan we naar de outro? Ja, gewoon naar de outro.
Bye guys.
Horen ze niet meer.